Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Joe Davis, and my co-host and co-administrator is Julia Grief. And we wanted to talk to you a little bit about what to expect within the group going forward. I'm sure a lot of you have questions. So we're going to start off and tell you a little bit about what's going on. So, again, hello everyone and welcome. We're happy you're here with us today for the official launch of our sacred group, Anchoring Light with Archangels and Masters. Of course, you know me as Lisa Joe Davis, and I'm the founder of Healing Light with Lisa Joe.
And I'm Judah Grief from Transmissions of Light, and we want to say how truly blessed we feel by how many people have stepped into this group and joined your hearts and your energy in this intention of spreading more healing love on the planet. And we have for years felt that there's some kind of collaboration on the horizon for us and are really excited at what we are able to bring through together.
Yeah, we did have a lot of synchronicities, and it was really undeniable about what was coming forward, right? And so some of the things that we were doing, Julia and I both have a very similar deck that we both like. It's Kyle Grade's Angel Prayers Oracle card. And Julia told me, I got two cards. And so we'll show you her two cards. And so this was like another 1 or 2 days later, because our time is different. She's in Japan and I'm in Texas. And so, Julia, let's both show them the cards that we both picked without the other one really knowing. Yes, can you believe it? What are the chances of something like that happening? So we were floored and we just kept happening. We'd message each other and see synchronicities of numbers like 111 or 11 1, 333 444. And it wasn't just on the clocks, but it was even the timing of our voice recordings.
So we really felt the divine support for this group and that we have been led step by step as we have begun the proceedings of setting it up and brought it together into the form that it is now come into by the Archangel Michael and Archangel Zadkiel. And then we both felt that there were going to be more archangels or masters coming in to support the work. And indeed, that has already happened. And Serapis Bey stepped forward, asking that he would like to be involved in leadership and the direction of the group. So we now have the Ascended Masters working with us also, which we are just overjoyed about. And we feel truly honored to have such beautiful guides in the higher dimensional realms directing the work that it is that we are to do together, knowing that the divine is leading us every step of the way.
So, as members of the Anchoring Light with the Archangels and Masters group, we are devoted to working in divine partnership with these beloved beings, especially the Archangels and the Masters, and having that extend even more. So together we are co-creating a sacred space where we can anchor the codes of love, peace, joy, harmony, oneness, and healing into the earth grids and across the globe.
And this work is focused around a central altar that we are going to make with just a white candle on it, and then includes intentional prayers, guided meditations, the use of crystal grids, if you like. There's group participation and individual participation aspects. and all of it offered from our hearts of service. We know that each of you in the group, you are also connected to your own guides, and you are here in service, and we thank you for that. And we know that all that we do in this group is offered from a heart of deep service, deep reverence, and spiritual integrity. And we are really here to support through this work the transformation of the earth and the awakening of the collective. And we've called the group Anchoring the Light into Earth. So we are the light anchors. And as the light anchors, we are helping to herald in the new earth, one radiant intention at a time.
So we are going to go over some rules, but I do want to thank you all for each of you joining the group. And there's been so much activity in the members expanding that we're both just really floored. And we are very excited about working with these energies. And we're just excited to be walking that path with you, hand in hand, soul to soul, anchoring light wherever it's needed. So thank you all for showing up, and thank you for being you. And Julia, did you want to talk a little bit about where they can find some of the grids, or in the in the features section of the page?
Yeah, shall I tell them a little bit about what it is first that
Yeah,
we're
yeah, please
um,
do.
because we begin in just a couple of days on May 1st with our first intentional healing space, and that is for the Earth's grid. And how it's going to work in this group is that we are either given a place to send the archangels and the masters to from the archangels and the masters themselves, or sometimes we're also going to ask polls and get your ideas about, where would you like to send them next? And then we'll be sending them for either a month or 2 weeks, depending on what we receive in terms of guidance. And for this first healing intention, which is the Earth's grid, we're going to be sending the archangels and masters into the Earth's grid for a month, for the month of May, to share their higher dimensional support and activations to support humanity's healing and ascension and awakening. And then, as light anchors in this group, what we are asking you to do, and we will also be joining in this with you, is each day to just create some sacred time in front of your altar through the simple ritual of lighting the white candle on the dedicated altar space and directing our love light frequencies and healing energies into the earth grid to amplify the healing that is unfolding using our intentional prayers and meditations. And so that is the basic structure of how we are going to be doing the light anchor work, how we have been guided to do it. And we have created, well, Lisa Joe has done a wonderful job of doing lots of research and creating various resources to support this work. So we have printable grids. Yeah, there's at the moment 2 options for you to choose from. I think I forgot to say that there's also, it's optional. What you want to put on your altar beside the white candle is up to you as directed by your guidance. And one suggestion that has come through is to have a grid there too, either a nature grid or a crystal grid. So in the files section, you can find printable grids, 2 printable grids. You can also find information about crystals that support the healing of Earth and the amplification of universal compassion and more love and more harmony on Earth, and also instructions about how to set up and activate a grid if that's something that you haven't done before. There's also files for each of the archangels and masters who have stepped forward to lead this work. as well as we will be posting an intentional prayer related to the healing intention for each month. In that files section, so that if you want to, you can simply either pull that up on your screen or print it, download it and print it, and read that as part of your sacred time in front of your light anchor altar.
So what I would like to add is that we were talking about the altar and stuff, and it can be as elaborate as you want, but it can be just as simple as lighting a candle. As Julia said, a white candle would be really great. And, setting, even if it's just only 5 minutes or more, of just maybe doing an intentional thought or a prayer that will provide closer to, or actually on May 1st, will provide those resources as well. And the only thing I want you to make sure is don't leave your candle burning and not be at home. You can use even an electric candle. Those are good as well. And then just blow out the candle when you're not at home. We don't want anyone to have any accidents. We want everyone to be safe. And we through the files, as Julia was saying, there are different sections of ways that you can, like for example, a clear crystal amplifies energy and intention, perfect for connecting to and charging grid points. So if you don't have any crystals, that's perfectly fine. As Julia said, you could use anything in nature. You could use statues, pictures, leaves, flowers, rocks or pebbles, anything that you feel, because this is a group effort. So whatever is going to benefit you to make you, to allow you to be a more of a participant. That's what we want. We don't want to make anything hard for anyone. This is all absolutely free for you guys. All we ask is your participation, and we will be supplying and downloading or uploading to the files or things that we think that might be beneficial for you to know. You can pick and choose. And like Julia said, there's, different ones for different things. So we'll let you explore that. That's something that you can look through. And it's like she said, there's two printable grids. One has they're both like I believe the flower of life. One has enough, is just the flower of life grid, and the other one is a flower of life grid, but it has the earth that's in the center. So you can print that off. If you have your own grid cloth or one that may work for you, like here's one that I have that I will be using. And, we didn't want you to have to go out and spend money, so, but a lot of you already have some of these crystals, but it's not a hard rule for you to actually have to go and purchase any of these things. So we're trying to make it as easy for you as we can. I would like to go over a little bit of the group rules. These are all in the featured area in the group up towards the top of the page. And I would like to officially announce, Julie and I have actually had a discussion, and we decided to make this group private so that you feel more comfortable sharing things with each other. So as some of the group guidelines, we would like you to at least read through them. If you're not here, they're located up in the featured area, about anchoring, that the group is specifically designated for working with the archangels and the masters, and to direct healing light into Gaia. You are also invited later. We're going to put up some polls to suggest places or issues, which we can start in what would May, June, and moving forward. And for an example, it might be for human trafficking or things like that, or, people who are um, hungry, or, places where there's wars that we would like to send the light into to, kind of diffuse some of that's going in there. And we do ask you to be kind and courteous to each other, because we're all trying to create a welcoming environment. So healthy debates are natural, but kindness is really required. No promotions or spam. Give more than you take from the group. So self-promotion, spam, or links that really aren't relevant to what our main mission is here are not allowed. If you also, the other two things are no hate speech or bullying. Bullying is of any kind is not allowed. Degrading someone about things like race, religion, culture, sexual orientation, gender, or identity will not be tolerated. Respect everyone's privacy. Being a part of the group requires mutual trust. Authentic expressions, discussions make groups great, but may also be sensitive and private. So what's shared in the group should always stay in the group. And if you have any concerns about any post or people as comments, please contact Julia or I, and we will take care of it. And because we want everyone to feel safe. I put a little couple of pictures up in the featured eye up at the top that talks about notifications, how you can adjust them, how you can for your own personal needs. So I have a couple of instructions up there to show you how they do it, because I think that's really important for you to be able to choose how you would like to receive this information.
Okay, the last thing I would really like to draw, or we would really like to draw everyone's attention to, is the Facebook event that we have posted in the group, which relates to our first collective intention and bringing our hearts together in dedication and service for this work. On May 1st, as I said, we are sending the archangels and the masters into the Earth's grid to bring their healing light there. And we are going to come together. At first, we were planning to do it as a Facebook Live, but as we're having problems with the technology, we're going to do it on Zoom and invite you into the Zoom room. There is already a Facebook group up in the event. I see that only about 12 people have seen the post. So if you haven't seen that post yet, then make sure to look for that. I'll try and comment on it so that we can bump it up to the top of the page again. And if you would like to come in and join us in the Zoom room, we would love for you to do that. And if not, you're more than welcome to watch the replay. And what we will be doing is actually going through a guided meditation to bring love and light into the earth grid and amplify the energy, the healing energy that the archangels and masters are integrating into the earth grid on our behalf. And if you would like to continue to work with that guided meditation through the month, you are more than welcome to when you come in front of your light anchor altar. And if not, you can do it in your own way too. There's no right or wrong way to do this, as long as you are coming from an open heart and a heart of service to what the divine wants to bring through us. That is all that is required. The timing of that event is Thursday, 1st of May at 7:30 p.m. ET, I believe. Yeah, I just
So is it okay? Is it going to be see, I live in Central Time, so 7:30 is my time. So if
Oh,
we're
okay, 8:30 then. Is
yeah,
that?
so it'd
Yeah.
be 8:30 for Eastern, 7:30 for Central, and for Pacific, it would be 5:30. So we have to coordinate because she's in Japan and I'm here. So it's my mornings are her nights and vice versa. So now I will tell you that Facebook is taking off videos after 30 days. So it is our intention to also post these videos. We both have YouTube channels, so we will be posting those in our YouTube channels under a playlist. in each of our channels. So that way it will be there if it gets taken away, because we'll be having members join probably throughout this year. And we want everyone to be able to see what kind of meditations or prayers or guidance that was given. So I think that might be it. I think we did it all.
Yeah, I just thought of something as you were talking. For people who are watching this replay on YouTube, either on Lisa Jo's channel or on mine, and you want to join the group, we are on Facebook. So if you're not a member of Facebook, actually the best thing to do is to wait until we upload the videos to our YouTube channels, which we will be doing, making like a separate section for that within our YouTube channel, so you will be able to find them there. But if you are on Facebook, we invite you to come and join our group. It's a beautifully thriving group already. We're so grateful for all the people that have stepped in. And you can find it under facebook.com/groups/anchoring light with the Archangels Masters. Or if you just type into the search section, Anchoring Light with the Archangels and Masters. And it is a private group, but it for the members, which means that the members who are in it and the comments that they write cannot be seen by other people on Facebook. But the group itself is visible, so it is able to be found by you, and you can come in and join us in this sacred work. We would love to have more people joining your hearts and your intentions with ours.
And one more thing, talking about the YouTube, if you hit subscribe in Julia's YouTube channel or my YouTube channel, you'll be notified every time there is a video that is uploaded. So I just want, that also helps support us to know that, that you guys are watching. So I'm very, very excited. There's been a lot going on leading up to this behind the scenes. A lot of crying for the technical things to work out, and not real crying, but frustration, just like everybody else gets. So we're humans just like you, and we are very grateful and blessed to finally come together on a project that we've been waiting for, and the time is now. So I do thank you for coming and being here.
Thank you all so much, and we look forward to working together with you going forward, amplifying the light on the planet.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.